So this next speaker is a Noogler, and he is responsible for working on your campaigns and bringing those campaigns to life and to help optimize it. He works very closely with all the agencies here and with clients, and very much somebody who believes in the mobile world, because whenever I try to speak to him, all he's doing is looking at his mobile. So please welcome Marc Wu, Senior Account Strategist.
Hello, 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 hello. Hi, it's working, right? Hi, thanks for the brilliant introduction, Strategist. And my name is Marc Wu. I currently represent 25% of the entire workforce in Malaysia, Google Malaysia office. And as with startups, I believe that mobile brings like tremendous opportunities, huge potential growth, and exciting times ahead of us. So today I'm honored to share with you, a snippet that will better equip you for the future with mobile ahead. So what do you think of this picture? Is it like your ideal situation in KL, the traffic, no cars? Yeah, but to me it's more like before the advent of mobile, digital life and physical life was actually very segregated, it's very distinct. Right? For example, 10 years ago, when I was still in college, I had a lot of friends. They were studying in Taylor's College. Any of you guys familiar with that? So in Taylor's College, every now and then, the students will ponting school, okay, ponting classes, and they will go to the cyber cafes nearby to go to the cyber cafes to play their online games, to go on IRC and ICQ to talk to their cyber girlfriends and boyfriends, and essentially it would take a lot of effort for them, to get online and to sort of like be in the digital world. And then after that, they will go to the mamak, they'll go back to study, which I highly doubt so, and they will not be connected at all. So what this tells us is that, it's very distinct in terms of their lifestyle, right? But now, it's a totally different story, Not that college students are more studious, I don't believe so, but mobile is very integrated with our lives. It allows us to bridge the divide between the digital and the physical life, right? So we are constantly online now, from finding the amount of calories in your teh tarik when you're at the mamak, or maybe the name of the song that you heard in Zouk the other day. We are accessing the world's information at our fingertips. Okay? So what do you guys make of this photo? Quite sleek, right? 6 years ago, 7 years ago. It was the in thing. It was like a social status, something that, I wanted. I asked my mom, like, hey, can buy for me? She said, $600, 600 US dollars for this. It's more than 2,000 ringgit. And what does it do? You can call your friend, right? You can send SMSs. Yeah, it has like color screen. Maybe you can access the internet via the WAP service, which is like, takes 10 years to load, something quite ridiculous. But essentially, what I'm trying to put across here is that mobile devices back then, right, did not deliver on its promises. The network and infrastructure wasn't there, okay? The content or the lack of it prevented, a worldwide usage, okay? And, $600 for this, 600 US dollars for this, the price point was not attractive enough. So this was, in my opinion, far from being a smart device. Okay, and here comes, I'm not promoting Android, but although Android is amazing, but fast forward 2-3 years, okay, and with the ongoing investments in the networks, the technologies, and the telco industry in general, it allows us to have a more better user experience with our mobile, okay? And you look at this device, right, it has the latest, well, it's not really the latest now, but has an amazing processor, 8.0 megapixel. Like the first digital camera that I own only has 2 megapixel. HTML web browsing with 3G or Wi-Fi, which allows for very fast mobile web access. Skype Mobile, which is free if you have the proper connection, as well as the ability to watch videos and essentially be entertained, right? So essentially here, smartphones has really gone mainstream. There's more demand for it. There are more and more manufacturers supplying it. They have economies of scale, and essentially it's become more and more affordable to everyone. It was $100 for when it first launched 2-3 years ago. Okay. Don't know whether you guys can see this, but essentially it's a visual map. So, you know, at Google, we love our data. We love presenting it with a nice and appealing manner. So this is basically a visual map showing us the number of Android activations happening in real time, okay? And as of last week, our CEO, Larry Page, represented that there are about 550,000 Android activations happening daily, okay? That's amazing. And with the projected growth of 4.4%, in October, it will probably hit 1 million Android activations every single day, okay? It's not only the Android, but in general, the take-up of the mobile and the smart device will be a huge component in terms of driving this revolution. Okay, so we see here that, you know, there is a high uptake of the growth in the past year for Malaysia mobile, simply because there's a fun fact. You know, you compare a user who has a smart device and a user who has a legacy, you know, brick, WAP-enabled handphone. The user who has a smart device has 50 times more web usage than the legacy person. So this, in a way, sort of like drives this growth in terms of the Malaysia mobile queries, which I find to be, you know, quite amazing, and it will only grow from here. This is one of the graphs that I like a lot, because, you know, essentially, mobile is an extension of all of us, okay, no pun intended. Reason why I say this is because mobile is used when you are supposedly in real life. If you look at the gray line, right, it means that you're at work, you know, you're at school, you get to use your desktop, your PC to actually, you know, search the internet or browse your favorite blogs. But, you know, come lunchtime, there's a dip in usage. You know, it's not entirely zero because people don't go for lunch, they like to work over lunch. But you see a spike in mobile usage, okay? Throughout the night time as well, when you're, you know, at home watching the TV, you're at your Marc or you're at a bar having a drink, happy hour, you would tend to use your mobile a lot. This is what I mean about, you know, we bridging the divide between digital and physical life, okay? So, you know, ultimately we are seeing a cultural and a technological change in the way we behave, okay? And most businesses should, right now, you know, adopt their business model to suit this new consumer behavior. So, you know, like I said, in Google, we love our data, and we have identified what mobile is all about, okay? And what consumers are doing, and essentially what businesses should focus on, okay? There is, of course, entertainment. You know, you think about Angry Birds, the immediate need to have information at your fingertips, and local, you know, going somewhere with Google Maps, finding your nearest barber, and, you know, being basically your best shopping companion, giving you information that you need on the spot to compare the products that you see in real life, okay? So, a little trivia for you guys. Who has actually played Angry Birds? Not all of you. I don't believe that. Okay, who can guess how many hours, or how many years actually, are spent sorry, let me rephrase. Who can guess how many hours are spent playing Angry Birds on a daily basis worldwide, across all platforms? Let me give you a hint, it's in years. Any guesses? 1 year, 3 years? Much more than that. It's 3 digits, by the way. Yeah, it's 125 years of green pig killing. Okay? Assuming they know how to fling the birds properly. And for YouTube mobile, there is 200 million mobile playbacks every day on YouTube. Okay, that's via your mobile phone. And who can guess what's the second biggest mobile site on the internet? The first one is obviously YouTube, but what's the second biggest video site on the internet? RedTube? Banned in Malaysia, that one. It's actually the second largest video site in the world. It's actually YouTube Mobile. Yeah, it's, well, technically, no. Okay, so mobile is immediate here, and on their phones, people are looking for answers immediately, and they want to action on things on the spot, right? And in this example, users are looking for a room in Las Vegas, the place where I want to have my stag party. And using this app, they can immediately make a booking, okay? This is not something that we can do like 2 years ago. I wouldn't even have the confidence to make a booking 2 years ago. So this is quite amazing, okay? Mobile is local. 1 in 3 mobile searches is local, and what I mean by that is that these searches happens on the mobile, okay? And users want to find out about, the locality of a particular place or directions to actually go to a particular interest point of their choice, okay? And having this location-based piece of information, okay, is extremely powerful because, especially in Malaysia, where people are still, purchasing products and services offline. So, imagine if you're driving in the car and the roads, well, in KL are not particularly, easy to navigate. It's very good to have like your navigation system at the palm of your hands, okay? Also, one example I want to share with you guys is this. I'm sure you guys have heard about it. It's basically a location-based dating website, okay? I'm not going to reveal the name of it because I don't want you guys to start like having a mass, I can't say orgy, right? A mass dating session here. But essentially, you can broadcast your messages, okay? Or you can browse messages from other people who are within the vicinity. So you can actually see their location on the map, okay? It's quite cool. So you can actually, find for your soulmate in Le Meridian or something. Well, jokes aside, it shows us like, the great potential that we can leverage on mobile. Okay. Yeah, this is quite self-explanatory. Essentially, now you don't have to wait for a shopping kaki or your mom because your new best shopping kaki is actually your mobile phone. You can do research on the spot, price comparison, look at the specs, look at the latest products, whether the retailers are carrying your stock or not. Essentially, having that on your hands, right? You will be allowed to make a more informed decision on the spot. And it's quite interesting. 3 out of 4 have purchased a product offline as a result of using their smartphone while at the retail store. So it's quite impressive. So essentially, mobile is entertaining, mobile is immediate, and mobile is local, and essentially mobile is your companion, right? Mobile is definitely material. That's the bottom line. And now that we're starting to see a better picture of who the mobile users are in general and how they use their device, to break it down into segments, I've prepared like 4 broad categories for you to digest on, if you like. More data, more graphs. Okay. So consumer electronics. Essentially here it's 17.3%. Of queries done on the internet are done through the mobile medium. So, for example, a person walks to Laoyat Plaza and he wants to find out about, he wants to buy like, an Alienware desktop, right? So he'll search online, like, maybe, shall I buy online or shall I buy it at the store? Which one's cheaper, right? And then beauty and personal. His girlfriend may be complaining, you're buying the Alienware desktop. Why can't I get like facial spa or pedicure? So she does her queries as well. 15% of it done on mobile, okay, while they're out shopping, spending QT together. And then travel. So essentially, they want to get to a place. What do, right? They look at the public transport system, whether they have information on the latest bus or LRT, okay? And maybe they can use Google Maps to navigate their way through the hectic town. And then lastly, this is just amazing to me. It sort of like shows me that Malaysians in general have a stronger desire to fulfill their appetite, okay, instantly. So, it's about 30% of the queries are done on mobile. It's twice of that for beauty, okay? And if you notice, like, for all these 4 graphs, the common trend is that it's going up, right? It's going up, and subsequently, traffic to mobile is increasing at a very fast pace, okay? And this is from the consumer side. However, there's a little predicament, okay? About 80% of large online advertisers do not have a mobile optimized site, okay? And, I've said this to some of my clients, some of my friends, and they're actually actioning on it. It's good, but in general, on the macro view, a lot of people are still not embracing mobile fully. And to be honest, it's something simple you can do, in a large scale of things. So yeah, it boggles me. So yeah, following from that, 5 quick things that I can share to actually start building your mobile effort, right? So the first thing is quite obvious, build a mobile-specific site. On the left, you can see the web-ready site, and on the right, it's an easier and more sort of like easy to navigate site on your mobile, right? And when designing this site, always put your customers first, okay? Put yourself in your customer's shoe, okay? Maybe go out there and source the net, use various templates that you've seen that worked. Don't have to recreate the wheel, and essentially tailor it to your businesses and your customers, okay? And once you have set up, you have to think about what's next, right? So think local, okay? Offer a business address, integrate it with Google Maps API, and essentially offer a better level of engagement with your consumers, okay? And as with all initiatives, creative doesn't hurt, right? And this is specifically for marketing campaigns, right? So these small and power-packed screens now offer, big opportunities for marketers. From great apps to amazing marketing campaigns, you can be both smart and sexy in terms of projecting to your potential customers what you want them to see or hear or essentially engage, right? And Google will never let you make guesses in terms of your mobile performance. We have analytics to actually support all these traffic, data, conversions, and the likes, okay? And essentially what this graph will tell you is to isolate your mobile campaigns from your sort of like holistic campaigns, okay? And Vinny, who is our resident analytics expert, yeah, he will tell you more about this later on. Okay, and finally, be integrated. Put the mobile into your ecosystem. Make mobile work for you, not work solely on mobile, right? Integrate well and serve its purpose effectively, okay? And here is one interesting fact, right? 86% of mobile phone users, okay, use the mobile internet actually while watching TV. So essentially, TV commercials are not that impactful anymore, given this data. And in summary, 5 things you can do now: create a mobile-specific site, okay? Think local, include your addresses, integrate it with mobile maps. Be creative, okay? You can be in the form of copywriting, coloring, or apps that you can leverage on. Track it, measure your performance, and essentially be integrated with their whole entire ecosystem. That's essential. And yeah, before I leave, this is just a little message to say that it's not too late to be early, right? Like before, we had like the old school landed phones, okay, that you used to communicate with people at home, okay? TV for entertainment on the couch, and internet, the legacy internet, while you're at work or while you're at home. But right now, all of that is encompassed in one tiny device called mobile, and it's with you all the time, right? And it matters to businesses, it matters to the end consumers, it matters to everyone. So why are we not on it? And so my last advice is to get you guys, going. Start sending emails now, start sending SMSs to your programmers, start them to build like mobile optimized sites. Essentially, be part of the revolution. Jump up the bandwagon because the bandwagon hasn't left yet. Thank you.
Thanks, Marc.